morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our adventure in the Rocky Mountains. For today, we're changing gears a little bit. We're going to do a hike, and we're currently hiking, Charlie and I. The other two are staying back at camp to just hang out and other ventures. But for us, we are doing the Iceberg Lake Trail. It is a 10-mile round-trip trail and has about a little over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. And as you can hear, I'm a little out of breath, but it's okay. So we're starting this one semi-early in the morning because it is a little bit longer. And I'm actually glad we did or chose this hike, because even before our destination, there are pretty incredible views. Check this out. So that'll work, but we're gonna keep pushing. We've still got quite a ways to go. I think we've only accomplished a mile so far, but we got a nice breeze, so it's keeping us cool, and we're just gonna have fun. So we'll see you guys at the lake.
I'm walking, but all these thoughts are running. Yell and catch me if you can. And I'm wondering if I should chase behind or stop wondering and try to take a stand. Oh, and they keep asking where the hell I'm going, who I'll be for the rest of my life. Well, I don't know where time is gonna take me. No, I'm just trying to take my time. I'm dreaming, and my coffee is steaming, getting colder with time. And I'm wondering if maybe all this dreaming is better left to the night.
Alright guys, little by little, we're getting closer. We chewed up about over 2.5 miles in just under an hour 45, so doing pretty good. You keeping up, Charlie? Yep. Look at that. Yep. Charlie's keeping up. Almost there.
Staying, I won't slow. Say I'll stay, staying, I won't slow. Say I'll stay, staying, I won't slow. Say I'll stay, stay.
Alright guys, welcome. We made it to Iceberg Lake, just under 5 miles, and oh my goodness. Look at the color of this water. This is crazy. All glacier melt or snow melt from, as you can see, this dome. Check this out. So this is pretty sweet. So we're gonna make a little lunch here, or have some snacks for lunch, I guess, and just soak up the views. We made it.
We did it. Kudos.
Iceberg Lake is truly a destination that needs to be on your list. The glistening turquoise blue water, towering mountains, and jaw-dropping scenery has made this spot on my top 10 favorite hikes. Alright guys, so we could easily stay here all day, but we're going to go ahead and start making our trek back. We do have another 5 miles to get back to the car, but it was an amazing spot to have some lunch, hang out, enjoy the views. Practically filled an SD card full of pictures, so needless to say, this was an awesome spot to be at, but definitely mark this one off the list as completed, and definitely on the list of probably a favorite so far. So if you're ever out in Glacier, look up Iceberg Lake. This is quite a hike to do. As we made our journey back to the truck, we found ourselves constantly stopping for that one last glimpse of the lake. It was one of the scenes where a picture simply would not do it justice. Though as we worked toward the 5-mile return trip, we found ourselves in one of those right place at the right time moments. It just so happened we ended up crossing paths with a wildlife resident of the area. Now, even though our deer encounter posed as a low threat, that doesn't necessarily mean there's not something bigger in the same area. When outdoors, we always ensure we're prepared for whatever the day may bring, whether for us, someone else, or wildlife encounters. So guys, one thing when you're out here in the backcountry doing some hiking, especially as far in the wilderness that we're going for this hike, is to make sure you have bear spray. Out here in Montana, or pretty much anywhere there's going to be black or grizzly bears in the area, it's great to always have this and have it in a ready and accessible spot. So either on the sides of your backpack, kind of on the chest with the little hoister that comes with it, or even on the hip. That way when you do accidentally come across one, or if you startle one, heaven forbid, this is going to be a great way to at least protect you. Now, it's not going to 100% guarantee, but at least gives you a head start should they be predatorial. So highly suggest, or even strongly recommend, that you carry these on your hikes with you at any time. It wasn't long after until we reached the mini glacier visitor area and found ourselves at the end of our journey. Though there's nothing that stirs up the appetite more than completing a long hike and having a craving for ice cream. Whew, after 5 miles, it felt like more than 5 miles, but after 5 miles of the trek back, going back, Charlie says 10, but after 5 miles going back, we made it. My feet are killing me, but we're gonna get to the truck. We're gonna grab some more ice for the coolers, and this way, and you know what sounds really good? An ice cream sandwich. So maybe one of the gas stations has one. I'm gonna grab a couple for us because that sounds amazing right now. Let's add all the calories back in after a big hike. So but we're gonna go back to there, head back to camp, see what is in store for dinner, see what they are going to be making, and then see where the evening takes us from there. Ask and you shall receive. A special thanks to the Swift Current Motor Inn for supplying the most delicious mountain blackberry soft serve ice cream. I almost felt like a kid again chasing down the ice cream truck. Boom. Now there is one piece to this story I could not leave you without. This was the fact we encountered our first bear sighting. But don't worry, we were at a safe distance and in the truck. It all happened after dinner when we decided to head back in the park to capture sunset photos. Though on our return back to camp, we caught a glimpse of a grizzly bear casually grazing next to the road. What an incredible experience. This truly brought home the fact of where we were. Join us next time in part 4 as we pack up camp and work our way towards Yellowstone National Park. And trust me, you won't want to miss the wildlife we encounter here. Until then, safe travels.